For the last few months, much of the fighting in Ukraine has been centered around Bakhmut, a small town in Donbass. Despite the situation was steady in the last months, the Russians have made steady progress to the north and south, and Bakhmut is now at serious risk of encirclement. Despite the Pentagon advising Kiev to retreat, there are still thousands of Ukrainian troops defending the town. What is happening in Bakhmut, and why it is such an important city for Ukraine and Russia? In July last year, the Russians captured the cities of Lysychansk and Severodonetsk in the Donbass, and began moving west to capture the last remaining territory under the Ukrainian holdout in the Donbass. After losing the two cities, Ukrainian troops have retreated to Bakhmut, the small city between Kramatorsk and Slavyansk. Since the major roads run through Bakhmut, Russians know that capturing Kramatorsk and Slavyansk will be by capturing Bakhmut first. For this mission, Russians and Wagner mercenary group sent more troops in order to capture the strategic city. In response, the Ukrainians sent more troops to the town, causing streets fighting and hundreds of deaths, which gave the city a name, the meat grinder. To get the full context on Bakhmut city and why both sides refuse to give up, firstly, Bakhmut is located 65 kilometers from Donetsk city, 97 kilometers from Luhansk city, 580 kilometers from the capital city Kiev. Secondly, there are four main roads in Bakhmut: T-503, which goes to the north to Siversk city, M3, which goes to Slavyansk city, T-504, which goes to Kramatorsk, and fourth to O-506, which goes to the west. When Soledar city fell into capture of Wagner Group, the road of T-513 was cut off, and more pressure on the M3 road to isolate Slavyansk city, which means pressure on Ukrainian supplies to Bakhmut. Moving forward to the southwest by Russians and Wagner Group surrounding Bakhmut city by capturing small towns around it. The third road, T-504, was cut off as well, which means the Ukrainian forces are in a very bad position, relying only on the road O-506. Although he admitted that the situation is complicated and very difficult, the Ukrainian President Zelenskyy insists to defend Bakhmut. Bakhmut has turned literally into rubble. Nevertheless, Bakhmut is still a strategic city to Russia, and falling of the key city will open the way to falling Slavyansk and Kramatorsk cities, and then the whole of Donbass region. As per the Kremlin description, Bakhmut is a strategic city and should be captured. The other side, Ukrainians, refuse to retreat, and still fighting the Russians and Wagner Group there.